So for today's video, we're going to learn about integers. So this is adding and subtracting integers. For our first example, positive plus positive. If we're adding both positive, it is positive. If we're adding both negative, the sign is negative. For our third example, negative plus positive. So this is depends what's the biggest number. For example, the positive is higher than the negative. Our answer will be positive. For our last illustration, if the negative sign is bigger than the positive, our final answer will be negative. So here's an illustration. For instance, 7 plus 5. Remember, if you don't see any sign before the number, it is understood to be positive. So positive 7 plus 5 is 12. So for our next example, negative 2 minus 3. This is where we get confused. Remember the first line of the song, same sign keep and add. In this case, they're both negative, so we are going to do is to add them, then copy the sign. So our final answer is negative 5. How so? Let's use the number line. It can help to understand our topic. So the right side of the number line contains positive numbers, while the left side contains negative numbers. Let's start with 0, but before that, you have to remember that if the sign is negative, go to the left, and if the sign is positive, go to the right. So in this case, we have negative 2, so let's move 2 to the left. Next we have negative 3, so we're moving to the left and count 3. We end at negative 5, so notice that our answer is the same. So for our next example, we have negative 2 plus 4. Let's use the number line again. Now, since we have negative 2, we're moving to the left. So count 1, 2, and let's move to the right and count 4 since 4 is positive. So we end at positive 2. So our answer will be positive 2. So try this one. Use the number line to less the confusion. If you already get it, no need for you to use. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Are you done? Let's check if your answer is correct. Positive 3 and negative 5 is negative 2. If you get it correct, clap yourself since you already understood. If you're wrong, that's okay. Just try to learn this topic hard. This is the number line to illustrate. If you still confused, try to memorize the song in the description. So let's move in the multiplication of integers. If we're multiplying both positive, the answer is still positive. Same as negative times negative, it is positive. In multiplication, if we are multiplying positive and negative, the answer is always negative, even if the positive is bigger or higher than the negative. I'll give you examples. So for our first example is negative 3 times negative 2. So remember that negative times negative is positive. So our sign will be positive, then proceed to multiply 3 and 2. So our final answer is positive 6. For our last example, 3 multiplied by negative 1. Remember that if we're multiplying different signs, the answer is always negative, so for our answer is negative 3. Hope you learned something new, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you next DoorMath videos. Bye.